And when you're ready, closing your eyes and directing your attention to the sensation of the body being supported by the floor or the chair, seeing how it might be to simply notice the sensations of lying or sitting here. And if there's a quality of liking or disliking this experience, seeing how it might be to just lightly notice that without holding on to it. You may or may not notice areas of tightness or holding, perhaps seeing if there is something being held that may not need to be held right now. Releasing on an out-breath any unnecessary tightness as you let go and allow the earth to support you. And when you are ready, moving your awareness to the breath, breathing deep in the body, resting in awareness of the breath, without trying to manipulate the breath or control it, but simply experiencing it as the air moves in and as it moves out from the body. The breath is always already here and it happens on its own. So without needing to change it, just being aware of the breath, here and now, just as it is. Breathing through the nose if you can, noticing the rise and fall of the belly as you breathe in and out. The expansion of the belly on the in-breath and the contraction of the belly on the out-breath. And when you're ready, directing attention to the toes of both feet, just taking your mind and moving it away from the belly and down the legs, all the way to focus attention on the feet, paying attention to whatever is here in the toes. There may be sensations of your socks, or tingling or moisture, or itching or warmth, or there may be no sensation at all. If you find that as we practice that some areas of the body don't have much sensation, then seeing if you can be curious about that, about what not much sensation is like right now. Remember, we're just practicing being aware, and whatever you notice is fine. So just feeling the toes as they are, breathing with these sensations. And now expanding the focus of your attention to take in all of both feet. Aware of any sensations in the balls of the feet, the soles. Any sense of pressure where the heel or soles connect with the floor. Now you will relax and meditate until you hear my voice again. And as you breathe in, if it's all right with you, just imagining that the breath is moving in through the body and continuing down all the way to the feet. And as you breathe out, that the breath is moving back out from the feet, through the body and out your nose, so that you are breathing in, down to the feet and breathing out from the feet. And now shifting your attention to the lower legs, the region from the ankles to the knees, being aware now of the lower legs, including the ankles, calves and shin. Any sensations here or lack of sensation, the skin around this region, the muscle and the bones within. Breathing with the legs, and if it seems right to you, directing your breath down all the way to the lower legs and breathing out from the lower legs. And when you're ready, letting go of attention from this part of the body, letting the focus move up now to the upper thighs, the area from the knees to the hips, noticing any sensations in the knees, the thighs, paying attention to whatever is here, the top of the thighs, the sides, the back, noticing whether there might be any sensations associated with the muscles of the thigh, and even whether it might be possible to feel the bones running through. If there is any tension here or in any other region, when you come to it, just allowing it to exit on the out-breath, allowing the thigh to be soft and relaxed, noticing with acceptance of what your current experience is, breathing into and out from the thighs. And now allowing your span of attention to widen, to take in all of both legs, from the toes to the hips, breathing into and out from all of both legs. And now letting go of the focus on your legs and shifting your attention to the pelvic bowl, the entire area extending from one hip to the other, noticing what is present here, perhaps aware of the buttocks in contact with the mat or floor, or if you're in a chair with the seat, any sensation of contact or lack of sensation, and making the entire pelvic region the focus of your attention just now, seeing if there might be sensations from deep within the pelvis. Breathing into the pelvis and on an out-breath, letting it dissolve and shifting the focus of attention to the rest of the lower torso, the abdomen, the lower back, and allowing awareness now of the lower back, just paying attention to what is here. This is a region that for many of us is a source of struggle, so just for now experiencing your lower back as it is. And now becoming aware of the sides of the belly, the front as the belly expands on an in-breath and contracts on an out-breath. You may notice sensations or movement or even sounds in the abdomen, just paying attention to whatever is here, breathing into and out from the abdominal region. You may be noticing that the attention tends to drift to other areas of the body on its own, or perhaps to sounds. You may also notice that thoughts come into the mind, pulling the attention away from the body. There's no need to see this as a problem. Whenever you notice that the mind has wandered off into thoughts, say about something that happened earlier, or something you need to do later, or even thoughts about whether you like or dislike this experience, or wish things were different, simply notice that the mind is doing what minds do, thinking. Just gently and kindly bringing the attention back to this body in this moment, aware of what it feels like, just as it is. Now relax until you hear my voice again. And when you're ready, moving the spotlight of your attention to the chest, with awareness of the effects of the breath in this region, noticing sensations in the sides of the chest, possibly noticing a subtle expansion of the ribcage on the in-breath and a return on the out-breath. Perhaps seeing if it's possible to feel the lungs filling up and then emptying in this life-giving flow of the breath. And when you're ready, being aware of the heart space, here in the center of the chest. While you may or may not be able to perceive it, the heart beats persistently, and it has continued to do so every single moment since you were born and before birth, without any instruction from you. Here is the heart center, the place we often consider the source of our caring and tenderness. We speak of things that our heart felt, of experiencing heartache. This is the part of the body we associate with love and compassion. Noticing if there are thoughts and emotions that arise, knowing that we can return our attention to the breath anytime we choose. Taking a moment to breathe into and out from the entire torso now, feeling the sensation of being alive, and if the mind has wandered, lightly noticing and coming back to the body and the present moment. When you are ready, shifting your awareness to both arms and hands, the sensitive fingertips, the palms of the hands, the backs, the wrists, and on up to the elbows, noticing any sensations in the arms as they lie here, and all the way up to the armpits. And now breathing into and out from both arms and hands as a whole. And now paying particular attention to the shoulders. This is an area where day-to-day tension is often felt by many of us. Noticing what's here now, and perhaps letting go of any tension that does not need to be held here. possibly becoming aware of the sensations you are noticing change from moment to moment. Sensations come and they go, appearing and disappearing as we observe closely in this way. And when you are ready, shifting attention to the neck and throat area, this place that houses the vocal cords that brings the gift of speech and song, perhaps experiencing what it feels like when you swallow, or when air passes through this channel to support your whole body. And now letting the attention to the neck and throat dissolve and becoming aware of your face, focusing attention on the jaw, the chin, experiencing it as it is, any sensations, softening, letting go of any tension that does not need to be held here, becoming aware of the mouth, lips, teeth, tongue, the roof of your mouth and the cheeks, and becoming aware of the nose. Any sensations in the nostrils as the air moves in and out, perhaps noticing that the air is cooler going in, warmer going out. Noticing the ears, our receptors of sounds, any sensations either inside or outside of the ears. And when you are ready, attending to the eyes and the softness that may be experienced here, and the forehead and temples. Breathing with your forehead, allowing it to soften. And now breathing with the entirety of your face and letting your face relax and be still and neutral, at peace. Now meditate until you hear my voice again. And now shifting your awareness to the entire head, the scalp and skull region, noticing any effect of gravity if you are lying down, where the skull and scalp make contact with whatever is supporting it, or if seated, noticing the way your body knows just how to balance the head on the neck, and seeing if there may or may not be a sense of the deeper structures within the skull, the brain and its amazing connections, as you allow your skull to be heavy and sink deeper into the mat. And now opening to be fully present for the entire body, connecting to the breath, open to things just as they are, realizing here that you are whole, complete, this body breathing just as it is, just this breath, this life as it is, resting in the stillness and peace of this precious moment, relaxed, open, allowing, experiencing the fullness of our capacity to love and to care, and experiencing being fully awake right now in this moment. And allowing this sense of calmness and centeredness to stay with you as you prepare to go about the rest of your day. Remembering that this state of clarity and calmness is accessible to you at any moment, simply by attending to the breath as an anchor to the present moment, no matter what's happening any time of the day. The 4 elements of fitness. Here are the 4 main elements of fitness. Aerobic fitness. Aerobic fitness improves overall health and well-being. It helps your heart, blood vessels, lungs and muscles. Popular activities include walking, biking, jogging, swimming and dancing. Exercise for at least 10 minutes at a time and for a total of 30 to 60 minutes most days of the week. Muscular fitness. Strength training improves your muscle and bone health and helps with weight loss. Do strength training with free weights, resistance bands, weight machines, household items, or your own body weight. Flexibility. Flexibility allows you to move your body freely. Being flexible decreases your risk of injury. Stretching lengthens your muscles to improve flexibility. Consider chair stretching exercises or yoga. Stability and balance. Your body's core strength helps stability and balance. You can improve stability and balance by doing exercises that focus on the center of your body. A strong core will help improve posture, low back pain, and prevent falls. Consider core exercises, bottom muscles, lower back muscles, and abdominal muscles, or Tai Chi. Special note: to maintain your weight and health, exercise 150 minutes of moderate intensity physical activity per week. To lose weight, exercise 300 minutes of moderate intensity physical activity per week. Stretching the body's muscles provides freedom of movement to do the things you need to do and the things you like to do. Stretching can improve your flexibility, although it will not improve your endurance or strength. How much? How often? Stretch after you do your regularly scheduled strength and aerobic activities. You should be stretching every day. If you can't do endurance or strength exercises and stretching exercises are the only kind you are able to do them at least 3 times a week for at least 20 minutes each session. Do each stretching exercise at least 4 times each session. Slowly stretch into the desired position, as far as possible without pain, and hold the stretch for 15 to 60 seconds. Relax, then repeat, trying to stretch a little farther. Always remember to breathe while stretching. Counting out loud can help ensure that you are breathing. Safety. If you have had a hip or knee replacement, check with your surgeon before doing lower body exercises. Always warm up before doing stretching exercises. For example, do them after endurance or strength exercises, or if you are doing only stretching exercises on a particular day, do a little bit of easy walking and arm pumping first. Stretching should never cause pain, especially joint pain. If it does, you are stretching too far and you need to reduce the stretch so that it doesn't hurt. Mild discomfort or a mild pulling sensation is normal. Never bounce into a stretch. Make slow, steady movements instead. Jerking into position can cause muscles to tighten, possibly resulting in injury. Avoid locking your joints into place when you straighten them during stretches. Your arms and legs should be straight when you stretch them, but you should always have a very small amount of bend in your joints while stretching. Some of the exercises require you to lie on the floor. If you are afraid to lie on the floor because you think you won't be able to get back up, consider exercising with a buddy, in a chair or in the pool. Alternatively, keep a chair nearby to use as support in getting up. All stretches can be modified. Getting started. Stretching exercises are generally performed at a low intensity. You can progress in your stretching exercises. The way to know how to limit yourself is that stretching should never hurt. It may feel slightly uncomfortable, but not painful. Push yourself to stretch farther, but not so far that it hurts. Perform the following exercises in order as described below. Detailed instructions for each exercise are provided at the end of this handout and are taken from Exercise, a guide from the National Institute on Aging. Stretch repetitions, sets and sessions. Flexibility exercise or stretch. Number of repetitions per set, number of sets per session, number of sessions per week. Hamstrings, 4 per side, 1 after every aerobic or strength session. Alternative hamstrings, 4 per side, 1 after every aerobic or strength session. Calves, 4 per side, 1 after every aerobic or strength session. Ankles, 4 per side, 1 after every aerobic or strength session. Triceps, 4 per side, 1 after every aerobic or strength session. Wrists, 4 per side, 1 after every aerobic or strength session. Quadriceps, 4 per side, 1 after every aerobic or strength session. Double hip rotation, 4 per side, 1 after every aerobic or strength session. Single hip rotation, 4 per side, 1 after every aerobic or strength session. Shoulder rotation, 4 per side, 1 after every aerobic or strength session. Neck rotation, 4 per side, 1 after every aerobic or strength session. Side leg raise, 4 per side, 1 after every aerobic or strength session. If you are not currently doing aerobic or strength activities, do flexibility and stretching at least 3 times per week for at least 20 minutes per session. Exercises. Hamstrings. Stretches muscles in the back of the thigh. Sit sideways on a bench or other hard surface, such as 2 chairs placed side by side. Keep one leg stretched out on bench, straight, toes pointing up. Keep other leg off of bench with foot flat on floor. Straighten back. If you feel a stretch at this point, hold the position for 15 to 60 seconds. If you don't feel a stretch, lean forward from hips, not waist, until you feel stretching in leg on bench, keeping back and shoulders straight. Omit this step if you have had a hip replacement, unless surgeon or therapist approves. Hold position for 15 to 60 seconds. Repeat with other leg. Repeat at least 4 times on each side. Alternative hamstrings stretch. Stretches muscles in the back of the thigh. Stand behind chair, holding on with both hands. Bend forward from the hips, not waist, keeping back and shoulders straight at all times. When upper body is parallel to floor, hold position for 15 to 60 seconds. You should feel a stretch in the backs of your thighs. Repeat at least 4 times. Calves. Stretches lower leg muscles in 2 ways, with knee straight and knee bent. Stand with hands against wall, arms outstretched and elbows straight. Keeping your left knee slightly bent, toes of right foot slightly turned inward, step back 1 to 2 feet with right leg, heel and foot flat on floor. You should feel a stretch in your calf muscle, but you shouldn't feel uncomfortable. If you don't feel a stretch, move your foot farther back until you do. Hold position for 15 to 60 seconds. Bend knee of right leg, keep heel and foot flat on floor. Hold position for another 15 to 60 seconds. Repeat with left leg. Repeat at least 4 times for each leg. Ankles. Stretches front ankle muscles. Remove your shoes, sit toward the front edge of the chair and lean back using pillows to support your back. Stretch legs out in front of you. With your heels still on the floor, bend ankles to point feet toward you. Next, bend ankles to point feet away from you. If you don't feel the stretch, repeat with your feet slightly off the floor. Hold the position for 15 to 60 seconds. Repeat at least 4 times. Triceps. Stretches muscles in back of upper arm. Hold one end of a towel in right hand. Raise and bend right arm to drape towel down back. Keep your right arm in this position and continue holding onto the towel. Reach behind your lower back and grasp bottom end of towel with left hand. Climb left hand progressively higher up towel, which also pulls your right arm down. Continue until your hands touch, or as close to that as you can comfortably go. Hold for 15 to 60 seconds, reverse positions. Repeat each position at least 4 times. Wrists. Stretches wrist muscles. Place hands together in praying position. Slowly raise elbows so arms are parallel to floor, keeping hands flat against each other. Hold position for 15 to 60 seconds. Repeat at least 4 times. Floor exercises. About floor exercises. Most of the remaining exercises are done on the floor to stretch some very important muscle groups. If you are afraid to lie on the floor to exercise because you think you won't be able to get back up, consider using the buddy system to do these. Find a buddy who will be able to help you. Knowing the right way to get into a lying position on the floor and to get back up also may be helpful. If you have had a hip replacement, check with your surgeon before using the following methods. If you have osteoporosis, check with your doctor first. To get into a lying position, stand next to a very sturdy chair that won't tip over. Put chair against wall for support if you need to. Put your hands on the seat of the chair. Lower yourself down on one knee. Bring the other knee down. Put your left hand on the floor and lean on it as you bring your left hip to the floor. Your weight is now on your left hip. Straighten your legs out, lie on your left side, roll onto your back. Note, you don't have to use your left side, you can use your right side if you prefer. To get up from a lying position, roll onto your left side. Use your right hand placed on the floor at about the level of your ribs to push your shoulders off the floor. Your weight is on your left hip. Roll forward onto your knees, leaning on your hands for support. Lean your hands on the seat of the chair you used to lie down. Lift one of your knees so that one knee is bent, foot flat on the floor. Leaning your hands on the seat of the chair for support, rise from this position. Note, you don't have to use your left side, you can reverse positions if you prefer. Quadriceps. Stretches muscles in front of thighs. Lie on side on the floor. Your hips should be lined up so that one is directly above the other one. Rest head on pillow or hand. Bend knee that is on top. Reach back and grab heel of that leg. If you can't reach your heel with your hand, loop a belt over your foot and hold belt ends. Gently pull that leg until front of thigh stretches. Hold position for 15 to 60 seconds. Reverse position and repeat. Repeat at least 4 times on each side. If the back of your thigh cramps during this exercise, stretch your leg and try again more slowly. Shoulder rotation. Stretches shoulder muscles. Lie flat on floor, pillow under head, legs straight. If your back bothers you, place a towel under your knees. Stretch arms straight out to side. Your shoulders and upper arms will remain flat on the floor throughout this exercise. Bend elbows so that your hands are pointing toward the ceiling. Let your arms slowly roll backwards from the elbow. Stop when you feel a stretch or slight discomfort, and stop immediately if you feel a pinching sensation or a sharp pain. Hold position for 15 to 60 seconds. Slowly raise your arms, still bent at the elbow, to point towards the ceiling again. Then let your arms slowly roll forward, remaining bent at the elbow, to point toward your hips. Stop when you feel a stretch or slight discomfort. Hold position for 15 to 60 seconds. Alternate pointing above head, then toward ceiling, then toward hips. Begin and end with pointing above head position. Repeat 4 times. Double hip rotation. Stretches outer muscles of hips and thighs. Unless your surgeon approves, don't do this exercise if you have had a hip replacement. Lie on floor on your back, knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Keep shoulders on floor at all times. Keeping knees bent and together, gently lower legs to one side as far as possible without forcing them. Hold position for 15 to 60 seconds. Return legs to upright position. Repeat toward other side. Repeat at least 4 times on each side. Single hip rotation. Stretches muscles of pelvis and inner thigh. Unless your surgeon approves, don't do this exercise if you have had a hip replacement. Lie on your back on floor, knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Keep shoulders on floor throughout exercise. Lower one knee slowly to side, keeping the other leg and your pelvis in place. Hold position for 15 to 60 seconds. Bring knee back up slowly. Repeat with other knee. Repeat at least 4 times on each side. Neck rotation. Stretches neck muscles. Lie on the floor with a phone book or other thick book under your head. Slowly turn head from side to side, holding position each time for 15 to 60 seconds on each side. Your head should not be tipped forward or backward, but should be in a comfortable position. You can keep your knees bent to keep your back comfortable during this exercise. Repeat at least 4 times. Chest push-up. Getting into position. 1. Kneel on the floor with the ball in front of you and roll forward on it, walking the hands out to where you can comfortably support your body while keeping your abdominals tight, shoulders back and your body in a straight line. 2. Place your hands a little wider than shoulder width apart. 3. If your midsection is sagging, roll back a little on the stability ball for more support. The move. 1. Bend your elbows to lower your entire body towards the floor. 2. Keep your abdominal muscles contracted for stability. 3. Pause for a breath when your elbows are about 90 degrees. 4. Press back to the starting position smoothly and stop before your arms are completely straight. 5. If the move is too difficult, roll back on the stability ball. Gradually increase the rollout distance as you become stronger. Chest press. Getting into position. 1. Hold 1 dumbbell in each hand. 2. From a seated position on the stability ball, roll the ball to support your back by walking your legs forward. Feet should be flat on the floor and approximately hip width apart. 3. Move your upper arms out to the side of your body so they are resting on the ball. 4. Raise your forearms straight up and parallel to each other like goalposts. Your elbows should be at a 90-degree angle. 5. Position the dumbbells outside of your body at the level of your mid-chest or bust line. Your palms should face your feet, with your wrists and elbows in a straight line. 6. If your midsection is sagging, contract your abdominals and bring your hips up so your body is in a straight line. The move. 1. Exhale and use your chest muscles to slowly press the dumbbells straight up to the count of 2 until your arms are fully extended. Do not lock your elbows. Your wrists, elbows and shoulders should be in a straight line. 2. Pause. Hold both arms in the lifted position for a count of 1. 3. Inhale and slowly lower the dumbbells back to the starting position to the count of 4. 4. Pause, take a breath, and then repeat the move. Chest push-up. Getting into position. 1. Kneel on the floor with the ball in front of you and roll forward on it, walking the hands out to where you can comfortably support your body while keeping your abdominals tight, shoulders back, and your body in a straight line. 2. Place your hands a little wider than shoulder width apart. 3. If your midsection is sagging, roll back a little on the stability ball for more support. The move. 1. Bend your elbows to lower your entire body towards the floor. 2. Keep your abdominal muscles contracted for stability. 3. Pause for a breath when your elbows are about 90 degrees. 4. Press back to the starting position smoothly and stop before your arms are completely straight. 5. If the move is too difficult, roll back on the stability ball. Gradually increase the rollout distance as you become stronger. Chest press. Getting into position. 1. Hold 1 dumbbell in each hand. 2. From a seated position on the stability ball, roll the ball to support your back by walking your legs forward. Feet should be flat on the floor and approximately hip width apart. 3. Move your upper arms out to the side of your body so they are resting on the ball. 4. Raise your forearms straight up and parallel to each other like goalposts. Your elbows should be at a 90-degree angle. 5. Position the dumbbells outside of your body at the level of your mid-chest or bust line. Your palms should face your feet, with your wrists and elbows in a straight line. If your midsection is sagging, contract your abdominals and bring your hips up so your body is in a straight line. The move. 1. Exhale and use your chest muscles to slowly press the dumbbells straight up to the count of 2 until your arms are fully extended. Do not lock your elbows. Your wrists, elbows and shoulders should be in a straight line. 2. Pause. Hold both arms in the lifted position for a count of 1. 3. Inhale and slowly lower the dumbbells back to the starting position to the count of 4. 4. Pause. Take a breath and then repeat the move. Core, back extension. Getting into position. 1. Kneel on an exercise mat facing away from the wall with your feet resting against the wall. 2. Lean over a stability ball and lower until your back is close to parallel with the floor, pressing your pelvis against the front side of the ball for stability. 3. Cross your arms over your chest. Note, for less stress on the knees, roll out on the ball until your legs are straight. The move. 1. Hold your upper body contracted as a unit. 2. Squeeze down both sides of your back, gluteal muscles and the backs of your legs to slowly lift up and back toward the wall. 3. Push through your feet into the wall to feel anchored. Abdominal curl. Getting into position. 1. Sit on top of the stability ball with your feet shoulder width apart and flat on the ball. 2. Slowly roll out until the ball is resting on your mid or lower back. You can vary your arm positions to affect the difficulty of the move. Hands touching opposite elbows, arms may be rested on the chest. Hands touching opposite shoulders, arms may be rested on the chest. Hands softly touching the head above the ears. Hands softly clasped behind the head. Avoid pulling on the neck in this position. The move. 1. Slowly contract your abdominal muscles to lift your torso up off the ball. 2. As you curl up, keep the ball stable. Don't roll forward or side to side. 3. Slowly lower back down to the starting position and get a good stretch through the abdominals. Legs. Ball squat. Getting into position. 1. Place a stability ball between your lower back and the wall. 2. Lean into the ball with your feet shoulder width apart, placed in front of your hips by a few inches. 3. Hold your arms out straight or cross them over your chest for greater challenge. The move. 1. Sit back as if you were lowering into a chair. Your hips and knees should bend to allow your weight to shift back as the ball rolls down the wall. 2. Stop lowering when you feel effort or when the ball is pressing against your mid-back area. 3. Maintain contraction in your core muscles as you pause. Make sure that your lower back does not start to arch strongly and that your tailbone does not tuck under your body. 4. Press into the ball and push up from the squat using your buttocks and legs. Avoid straightening up by pushing from your back. Calf raise. Getting into position. 1. Facing a wall or closed door, stand with your feet hip width apart and about 3 feet from the wall or closed door. 2. Holding the stability ball, place it against you so it rests between your hips and just under your chest. Then extend your arms forward and place the stability ball against the wall or closed door. 3. While still holding on to the stability ball, slowly lean your body until it is supported by the stability ball. 4. Place your arms at your sides. Keep your back straight. Look forward and tighten your abdominal muscles. The move. 1. Slowly raise yourself as high as possible on the balls of your feet. 2. Hold the position for a slow count of 3. 3. Slowly lower your heels back to the ground. 4. To increase the difficulty of the exercise, move your feet further away from the wall or closed door. Knee extension. Getting into position. 1. Strap ankle weights on both ankles. 2. Sit on stability ball. your legs should be separated slightly so that your knees and feet are hip-width apart. 3. Your thighs and lower legs should form a 90-degree angle. If the thighs and lower legs are at an angle greater than 90 degrees, the stability ball may be too large. 4. Place your hands on the tops of your thighs or on the sides of the stability ball. The move. Exhale as you lift your right leg in a slow, controlled movement until your leg is straight. 2. Pause. Hold your right leg in the lifted position for a count of 1. 3. Inhale as you lower your right leg to the starting position. 4. Pause. Take a deep breath and then repeat the move with your left leg. Shoulders. Overhead press. Getting into position. 1. Sit on a stability ball with your feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart. The thigh and lower leg should form a 90-degree angle. The knee should be level with the hip. 2. Hold one dumbbell in each hand. Dumbbells should be at shoulder height, parallel to the floor, with the inner ends just outside the front sides of your shoulders. 4. Your palms should face forward and your wrists should be straight. 5. Bring your elbows forward slightly so that your forearms are straight up and down. 6. Your upper arms should be close to the sides of your body. The move. 1. Exhale and slowly press the dumbbells straight up over your head. 2. Extend your arms completely so that they are straight without locking your elbows. 3. Pause, hold your arms straight and in the lifted position for a count of 1. 4. Inhale as you lower the dumbbells to the starting position. 5. Pause. Take a deep breath before you perform the next rep. Side lateral raise. Getting into position. 1. Sit on a stability ball with feet hip width apart. The thigh and lower leg should form a 90-degree angle. The hip and knee should be level. 2. Grasp the dumbbells in your hands and put a slight bend, approximately 30 degrees, in each elbow. 3. Hold your back straight and look forward. 4. Keep your chest up and tighten your abdominal muscles. The move. 1. Exhale and lift both arms by squeezing the muscles in the shoulders. Avoid shrugging the shoulders to the ears. 2. Your outer arm will rise toward the ceiling and your inner arm will be facing the floor. Maintain the slight bend in your elbows. Do not increase or decrease the angle. 3. Pause for a breath when your arms are slightly below or at shoulder height. Do not take your arms above shoulder height. 4. Inhale and slowly return to the starting position. Arms. Biceps curl. Getting into position. 1. Sit on a stability ball with your feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart. The thigh and lower leg should form a 90-degree angle. The hip and knee should be level. 2. Hold one dumbbell in each hand so that your elbows and upper arms are snug against the sides of your body. 3. Your forearms should be extended down at your sides with your palms facing in towards your thighs. The move. 1. Exhale and raise the dumbbells towards your shoulder by bringing the forearms up. 2. Rotate your forearms in a smooth motion as you lift the dumbbells so that your thumbs turn toward the outside of your body. 3. Your palms should be directly in front of your shoulders in the lifted position. 4. Pause with the dumbbells in front of your shoulders, but not touching them, for a count of 1. 5. Inhale and slowly lower the dumbbells by rotating your forearms so that your palms face your thighs in the starting position. 6. Pause for a breath and repeat the move. Wrist curl. Getting into position. 1. Sit on a stability ball with your legs separated and feet flat on the floor. The thigh and lower leg should form a 90-degree angle. The hip should be level with the knee. 2. Hold a dumbbell in each hand. 3. Lean forward from the hips and rest the forearms on your thighs with your palms facing up. 4. Place the wrists just past the knees. 5. Keep your back straight. The move. 1. Bring the wrist upwards and curl the weight toward your forearm, keeping your forearms on your thighs. 2. Pause for a breath. 3. Slowly return to starting position.